I'm Josh.
And I'm John.
We're with Snohomish County Strength right in the heart of downtown Everett.
Welcome to the Squat Box Sessions, where we answer your questions on strength and fitness straight from the very windy, very rough, very without electricity Pacific Northwest. Welcome to episode 6. Yeah. How you doing, Josh?
Pretty good, man.
Got power?
I've got power and a new child.
A new child.
What? Yeah, big stuff, man.
Congrats.
Child number 3, daughter number 2. Got a son in there as well.
That's huge. You got more arrows in your quiver, my friend.
That's right. We've moved from man-to-man defense to zone defense for all you sports enthusiasts.
That's awesome, man. That's great news all around.
Yeah.
Good.
How are you doing?
Did you get some time off?
I did. Got a week off from work, heading back tomorrow.
Killing it, man.
How about you? How's things?
I'm good. My wife is still pregnant.
Yes.
We're hoping to have it by the end of this week. If it's not out by the end of this week, it's a he. The doctor said he's coming out. So, I love you, honey. Hope it happens really soon. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's baby number 3 for you.
Baby number 3.
Woo!
And I will have one boy. Our other 2 are girls, so we're still kind of like...
Wait.
It's an evenly
We're
matched
both
game.
going to have 2 girls and 1 boy.
That's right.
That's
how
awesome.
life is, even all the time.
That's right. It's always even and fair.
That's right. At least on the Squat Box Sessions.
That's right.
Awesome. What do we got today, Josh?
We've got a question from Erica. Erica from Edmonds, Washington.
EE.
She says, how do I get a flat stomach?
Good question, Erica. When you want to be your flattest, you exhale all the possible air in your lungs that you possibly can, and then you just squeeze your abs as tight as you can.
Just flex.
That's it. Pretty easy, huh?
All right, just exhale and flex.
That's it.
John, that's excellent advice, obviously.
Appreciate it.
But I'm guessing that Erica may have some extra weight around the midsection, and she's wondering how to lose that belly flat, have a more defined ab region, something along those lines.
Gotcha. Sometimes I get so focused on strength I forget people want to lose fat. That's totally understandable because the best reason to lose fat is to get stronger, right?
Nice.
We can get stronger with our bodies in a sense. Push-ups, pull-ups, those kind of things become easier. Well, Erica, it is your lucky day because I love to talk about flat stomachs. And there's 2 components to it. There's a nutrition component and a training portion. But I'm going to talk about nutrition. Overall, no matter what anybody says, at the most simple level, how we lose fat is by expending more calories than we take in on a regular basis. We can also look at calories as energy. So we're expending more energy than we're taking in on a regular basis. Now, how this becomes not so simple is the amount of energy we take in and expend is different from one person to the next, and taking in calories can come from various sources, and how we expend calories can also come from various sources. Like, hey, whenever we eat food, our bodies actually generate heat, which actually burns calories, also known as the thermic effect of food. That's a way that we can burn calories. The amount of muscle mass that we have in our bodies also determines how many calories we're burning throughout the day. In addition to that, very, very important things like genetics, body type, hormones, stress levels, current nutrition, all these things, and disease even if you have like type 2 or even type 1 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or even some type of autoimmune disease can affect how our bodies absorb nutrition and how well and how efficiently we can actually expend that nutrition as energy. So, all of those things determine how well we take calories in and how much we're taking in versus how much we're expending. But at the base level, that's what it really comes down to. Now, in order to take control of the food we're putting in our body, there's a few things that are really important. Number 1, determining what type of body do you have. I like to use letters because letters help me to stay educated. So, I like to think of I, O, and V, okay? I shape is someone who's naturally thin, slender. They're the kind of friends who can like put down a couple Big Macs and half a pizza in like they don't gain anything, right? The friends you love to hate. So, and then you got your O friends. Those are the friends, they just like put some weight on by even looking at a box of crackers or whatever it is. Do we even have box of crackers? I don't even think they exist. Oh, they have Riskets, right? So then you got your V shape. Those are the people that are naturally like athletic and cut and have a slender waist, wide shoulders, just real beefy, and they can do just about anything. The key thing with these three body types though, guys, is this going to determine how well your body processes our three main macronutrients: fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. Our O-shaped friends, they're not as tolerant of carbohydrates, so very little of their overall calorie intake is going to come from carbohydrates. It's mostly going to come from protein and fats. Our I-shaped person, on the other hand, they're going to be the opposite of that. The majority of their diet is going to come from carbohydrates, high-quality carbohydrates. The next is from protein, and very little from fat. Our middle-of-the-road person, that V person, they're actually going to have about a third from every single type. A third of their diet is going to come from protein, a third from carbs, a third from fats. Once you determine your body type, the next most important thing is to actually track your calories. I know you're like, I don't want to track my calories, it's stupid. Here's why. In addition to the fact that how companies determine the amount of calories in a food is actually really inaccurate, it's a good guess, it's a good estimate, it's the best that we have. In addition to that, most people are extremely bad estimators of how much food they're actually taking in. Okay? You might think that you're like starving to death and taking in 800 calories a day when you're really taking in 1,800 calories a day. You need to track this because in order to reach your goal, you need to have a starting point. So start tracking that stuff. A great way to do it for free is through MyFitnessPal. I'm not like a sponsor of Under Armour. They're not watching this. If you are, hit me up. But, hey, you got it on the shirt. But it's a great app. It's free, and it has one of the largest nutrition libraries out there. In other words, Josh was just telling me about a random hoagie that he found at Walmart that's
in the
actually
deli
in
section.
there. Like it doesn't even have nutrition facts on it, but MyFitnessPal seems to know the nutrition facts on this hoagie. So it's a great resource. Track where you're at, okay? And then when it boils down to calories in versus calories out, what matters is not the day-to-day, guys. What matters most is tracking things on a weekly basis to a monthly basis. If the accumulation of calories averaged, that's actually going to make a difference. So don't worry about the, hey, I got extra 27 calories in the day, then I better, pay attention. Don't pay attention to those little onesie-twosie things. Pay attention to what you're taking in over the course of longer amounts of time, weeks, months. Those will have a bigger impact, okay? So next, I do want to talk about training because that is equally important. So
What was that smartwatch?
what are you doing?
Training's going to have to come in the next episode, part 2.
Smartwatch knew that?
Smartwatch knows many things.
I don't mess around with smartwatch. Well, you guys heard smartwatch. Looks like we're going to have to make this a part 2-er. We're going to have to come back at you this next episode with the training part on how to get a flat stomach. So, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you, smartwatch. Awesome. I hope you got as much out of that as you possibly could. We're trying to keep these short, guys. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us today. We want to know what you want to know. So hit us up at info@snowcostrength.com. Maybe you'll hear your question answered on the next video. Well, the one after part 2, obviously.
Of course, smartwatch says so.
That's right.
And you can also hit us up on Facebook at facebook.com/Snohomish County Strength. And if you are interested in any online training, go to johnchacon.com/coaching. That's all we got for you guys today. Please stay tuned and please keep the questions coming. We'd love to hear them. Take care. Stronger every day. Peace.
See ya.